Hey everyone, this is Dan Phelps with Learning Smoke, back again representing Bear Mountain BBQ and getting ready to show you a proper way to cook chicken on a pellet grill. I'm going to take the chicken that I cook and make pollo asado tacos with it. Includes a marinade, includes how to cook the chicken, and of course, sampling the chicken tacos. Today we're using Bear Mountain Premium Barbecue pellets, and we're going to be using pecan wood today because I like that flavor with chicken. Let's get into the action, check it out. And for the marinade, I'm going to put some chicken in a resealable bag here, and I'm going to take about 2 cloves worth of minced garlic. I'm going to throw in some cilantro, and next I'm going to throw in some limes. It's about half a lime, and put in some seasoning. This is a Fiesta seasoning that I'm using, and I'm also going to be putting in some orange juice and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to make sure the bag is sealed up tight, and I've sucked out some of the air in it, and I'm going to make sure to mix it around so that way I can get all the ingredients mixed together there. I'm going to throw it in the fridge for about 4 or 5 hours. You can even put it in overnight if you want. But I'm going to turn the grill on to 250 degrees indirect heat. And as far as smoking pellets I'm using, it's going to be pecan wood. And as far as the brand I'm using, obviously Bear Mountain, because there's no additives, no binders, no fillers, and no bark. 100% smoked wood flavor. With my grill up to 250 degrees, I'm now going to put the chicken breast in the smoker. I'm putting them on the top rack just because I'm trying to keep it further away from the indirect heat source, which will be hotter at the bottom. We'll get to that in a minute. But another tip I want to give you here is when you're cooking chicken, make sure to use a reliable digital thermometer such as this one to make sure you don't overcook the chicken. Now that we've been cooking the chicken breast for a half hour, we're going to crank up the heat to 450 degrees, and we're going to put the chicken on the bottom rack closer to the indirect heat source. The reason I had it going for 250 degrees for the first half hour is because the chicken breast is uneven in thickness. I want to make sure it cooks a little more evenly. So now that we've done that, we're going to put them on the bottom rack, get a little more crust and grill marks to them because we're closer to the indirect heat source. I'm going to butter these because they got a little dry while they've been smoking, and I'm going to help the surface of the meat there that way. I like to flip them over once or twice while they're on the bottom rack. And the finishing temp we're looking for, chicken is done at 165 degrees when we're talking about white meat, but I'm going to pull these off at 157 degrees. The reason I'm doing that is because there is something called carryover temp, which means that even though you remove the meat from the heat, the inside of the meat is still cooking because meat is a muscle, and when muscles get worked, it's going to take them a little while to cool down and relax. And even as I'm taking the other chicken breast off the grill, and I got that chicken breast originally sitting there, you'll see that it has risen up in temp to 165 degrees, which is exactly where we want to be when it comes to white meat. And we pull the other chicken breast off, and we're going to let them rest for about 10 minutes or so before we start slicing into them. You want to see how juicy this chicken breast is smoked on the grill? Watch this. Look at that. Bursting with juice means it's bursting with flavor. Since I'm making pollo asado tacos, I'm going to cut up the chicken breast into cubes. And I've got 4 of them here. I'm only going to cut up 3 of them because I made a lot. And I'm going to make my tacos. I'm going to take these white corn tortillas, and I got some homemade guacamole here. I'm going to lay it down there inside the tortilla, lay on my chicken, put some diced white onion on there, as well as some cilantro, and I'm good to go. One more tip I will give you is that white meat is done at 165 degrees. Dark meats such as chicken thighs and chicken wings are done at 175 degrees. And whether you're cooking with white meat or dark meat when it comes to chicken, make sure you get the best smoky wood flavor by using Bear Mountain Premium Barbecue Wood pellets, especially the pecan wood. All right, now that chicken tacos are done, it's time to try them. That chicken is tender, it's juicy, has the seasonings, you can taste the marinade in there as well. And of course, when you have the guacamole, the onion, the cilantro, makes for an excellent taco. Thanks for following along. This is Dan Phelps signing off, saying hope your days are filled with good times, good friends, and good barbecue. I'm gonna finish this taco off.